So if I'm to pick between these two, guess which one I'll pick. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time of stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we talk about perfumes. We document everything you need to know about perfumes, beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please subscribe and join the family. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing something really difficult. I'm very terrible at making decisions, especially when it comes to perfumes. Like, there's sometimes I could go to buy a particular perfume, and then if I see two that I like and I cannot decide on one to get, I'll just end up getting the two. That's how bad my decisions are with perfumes. But I decided to try myself out in this video. I would also love you to participate with me. I would love to get your answers in the comment section. This is going to be like a very difficult one for me because I really love these fragrances and I just have to pick one out of each of them. So without further ado, let's go straight into the video. First one I'm going to start with is C ARMANI and C FIORI. If you know me, you will know how much I love the C line. I have loved this fragrance for the longest time. I get bored of perfumes very fast, but when it comes to C ARMANI, I don't joke with this. At this point, I don't even know how many bottles I have gotten. Before I pick one, I would just quickly describe what the fragrances smell like. So this fragrance is described as a sultry vanilla fragrance. It is very sexy. This is the ultimate sexy fragrance. While this is like a floral version of the OG C ARMANI, they added more floral notes. It's such a pretty floral fragrance, very feminine. I would also recommend this as a wedding scent because it is so pretty. They are both amazing fragrances. So if I'm to pick one out of these two, guess which one I'm going to pick? C FIORI. And it's just so sad because C ARMANI was my first love, but I recently started loving C FIORI because it's such a pretty girl fragrance and it still has that CDMA in it that I cannot do without. Let me know in the comments which one you picked out of these two. The next one I'm going to be talking about is YSL Libre and YSL Libre Intense. I talked about this fragrance recently on my channel. I'm going to link the video up here so you can binge watch like a more detailed review on the perfumes. I talked about notes and I compared both of them. So this is said to smell like an airy, fresh lavender vanilla fragrance, while this is like a more intense version, like the name of this fragrance. So it has more vanilla, it has more lavender, it has more depth to the fragrance. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'll go for my YSL Libre Intense because this is such an amazing fragrance and it's so sexy as well. They are both lovable fragrances, but I'm going to pick this out of this. So let me know in the comments which one you picked. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier and So Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is described as a honey floral fragrance. It has like a lot of sweetness to it. So this is like a sweet tooth fragrance, very intoxicating, very sexy and very sensual. While So Scandal is like a more fruity version. They added raspberry, but it still has that honey in it, but it's not like overly sweet like the original. So it's like a more fruity version, a floral version of the OG. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'll pick So Scandal because this is just perfect and it's not doing too much. Like, it's not too cloying, it's not too sweet, it's just well balanced, floral, fruity, it still has that sweetness and it's so amazing. So I'm going to pick this. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these fragrances and which one you pick out of these two. The next one I'll be talking about is Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera and Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. I mean, if you know, you know. Only gorgeous girls wear Good Girl by Carolina Herrera and Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. So if you haven't gotten any of these fragrances in your collection, go and get it ASAP. So this one smells like a sweet tonka bean praline almond fragrance. It's very unique, very intoxicating, so amazing. These two don't smell alike at all. So this is like a pretty floral fragrance with that lychee, that rhubarb that just makes it juicy, fruity and floral as well. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'll still pick my OG because this is so unique. Oh, this is so unique, this is so sexy. Like, I'm definitely going to pick this. I still love both of them, but I'm going to pick Good Girl out of the two. Have you tried any of these fragrances? Let me know which one you are going to pick. The next fragrance I'm going to be talking about is from a Nigerian brand. I've reviewed this fragrance before on my previous episodes. I'm going to put the link up here so you can binge watch like a more detailed review of it. So the fragrance I'm talking about is Seduction Beguiled by Oma and Passion Beguiled by Oma. I absolutely love these fragrances. This one smells like a musky, sultry vanilla fragrance, very matured, very sexy, just like the name Seduction, while this one is like a floral fragrance, very intense. It's said to smell like La Vie est Belle. It's so amazing. I'm sure if you have watched that episode where I talked about this fragrance, you know the one I'm going to pick. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'm going for Seduction because Seduction just smells very unique and smells matured and smells sexy and very intoxicating. Let me know if you've tried these fragrances and let me know which one you would pick out of the two. Another fragrance I'm going to be talking about, this is not like a pillar and flanker fragrance. This is more like two fragrances in the same fragrance house. That is HACIVAT by the house of Nishane and Annie by the house of Nishane. This is said to be a green fresh fragrance, while this one is like a fruity, you know, intoxicating, sexy fragrance. It's said to smell like Creed Aventus. I have a lot to say about this fragrance. That will probably be in a separate video, so let me know if you want to see that video in the comments. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'll pick HACIVAT because this fragrance is so amazing. Anytime I wear it, if I hug anybody, they will call me hours after when I've gotten home, please, your perfume is still smelling on me. Like, that is the effect this fragrance gives. It's so amazing, so intoxicating. Projection is off the roof, longevity off the roof. It is an amazing scent. Let me know if you have any of these fragrances and which one you will pick out of these two. The next one I'll be talking about is DELINA and DELINA Exclusive. I talked about this on my previous episode. If you need that video, I'm going to link it so you can, you know, go and binge watch a more detailed review. So this is like a pretty floral fragrance. It has rose, it has lychee, it's like a green fragrance, it's like a fresh cut rose, like you're walking into a garden of roses and flowers. It's so amazing, such a pretty girl floral fragrance. Can be used as your wedding day scent, while this one is also still has the same DNA of this, but it dries down into this creaminess, this sensual twist. It has this incense oud and dry down. It's so amazing. So this, I would recommend it as your wedding night scent. So overall, if I'm to pick between these two, I'll go for DELINA. I'm going for DELINA because, I mean, this is such a unique scent. You can, with DELINA Exclusive, you can always pair DELINA with something else to get this if you want, but I feel like this is such a unique scent. This is so amazing, it's so intoxicating, so lovable. So if I'm picking, I'm going to pick DELINA by Perfumes de Mali. Do you have any of these fragrances? Have you tried any of these fragrances? Let me know in the comments which one you would pick. Another one is one of my favorite fragrances, which is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain and Mon Guerlain Bloom of Roses. This is like a lavender vanilla fragrance. It's so sensual, very intoxicating, very lovable, while this is like a floral version of this. It has rose in it, very, very floral, very feminine and very intoxicating as well. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'm picking Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these fragrances and which one you would pick. The next one is NUIT TRESOR by Lancome EDP and NUIT TRESOR à la Folie by Lancome. This fragrance, I've been crushing on this perfume for the longest time. So this fragrance is described as a sweet floral fragrance. It has some dark undertones. It's so unique, very beautiful, while this one is like a creamy version of this. It's amazing as well. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'm going to go for NUIT TRESOR because this is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. Like, so beautiful. This fragrance is so dear to my heart. Like, you know when you've been crushing on something for the longest time and when you finally have it in your collection, you just can't get enough of it. Do you have these two fragrances in your collection? Let me know which one is your favorite out of these two. Let me know which one you picked in the comment section. The last fragrance on this list is BACCARAT ROUCE Extrait version and BACCARAT ROUCE EDP. I have done a video on these two fragrances. If you have seen that video, you probably know which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to drop the link up here so you can binge watch. I did a more detailed review of the fragrances. So this fragrance is said to be like a unisex fragrance. It's like a saffron floral fragrance. It's not like extremely floral because a guy can use this as well. It's just very sexy, very intoxicating, and a multi-purpose fragrance. While this one is a floral version of this, they don't smell any way alike, but this is so beautiful, so pretty, so sexy, date night appropriate, absolutely amazing. So if I'm to pick between these two, I'll go for BACCARAT ROUCE Extrait version. Do you have these two in your collection? Have you smelled these two fragrances? Let me know which one you would pick in the comment section. That was like the toughest thing I've done in a very long time. Like, it was really difficult for me to pick one out of my best fragrances, but I did it. I absolutely enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this as well. If you did, please like this video, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends to help this channel grow. I would really appreciate if you can do any of this or all of this. It really means a lot to me. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you guys for tuning into Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'm going to be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.